guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a very highly requested video, how I self-tan at home. I've been wanting to do this video since before Christmas, and then I ran out, and then I got some for Christmas, and then I injured myself, so I couldn't put my tanner on, and then I put my tanner on, and I didn't like how the video came out. So here we are. We are going to jump right into it. I really have nothing to say, so here we go. Okay, so let's talk preparation. Last night I shaved my body. You want to exfoliate. It says exfoliate 24 hours before. I usually do it like right before, and I've never had a problem. But for credibility purposes, I follow the directions. I mean, you can play around with it. Everyone's skin is different. Everyone's pores are different. So I can shave before and do it, and I've never had a problem. But like I said, I followed the directions this time for credibility of the video. So yesterday I showered and I shaved my entire body. You want to exfoliate to have a clean, smooth surface for your tan to adhere to. When you get out of the shower, do not moisturize. You want your skin to be dry so it absorbs the tanning solution the best it can. Cool, so that's about it with prep the night before. I'm gonna do one of those voiceover things. I've never done one of those, so let's get started.
Okay, so grab a lotion. Any lotion will do. I like to put a little bit in my hand, and we are getting our wrists, our elbows, our knees, whoa, and our ankles, basically anywhere that's more dry on our body that is prone to hyperpigmentation with the tanning solution. It turns kind of orangey, dead giveaway. We don't want that. Okay, the product I'm using is Tropez Express Tan and Loving Tan's mitt. I don't like the Tropez mitt, so I don't use it. Boom, bam, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps per leg is what I like to do. Prop your leg up somewhere and then plop the product kind of evenly around your leg, avoiding the knee and the ankle area. Once that's evenly distributed, you can rub, start getting the knee. Don't leave any harsh lines. I like to rub in a circular motion upward towards my leg. And then once that is all smoothed out, I take whatever is left on the mitt and I pat, pat, pat on my ankle and bring it down towards my foot. You don't want too much product on your feet or your ankles. It just looks unnatural. Your feet are not the tannest part of your body, so we don't want to make it obvious. Then, once I'm good with that, I like to pat the rest of my leg to set in the tan. Then we rub, rub, rub. Make sure it's all evenly distributed. And we pat, pat, pat the ankle, pat, pat, pat the toes. Don't forget the sides of your feet. And we pat, pat, pat to set the rest of the tan. Boom. Legs are donezo. Moving on. Okay, our arms. 1, 2, 3 pumps per arm. Same thing, I like to plop it on there, avoid the elbow and the wrist. And then once that's evenly distributed, you can start rubbing it in. Don't forget behind your arm. And the armpit can be kind of tricky. I just like to kind of tap, tap, tap around it. I like to leave like an inch or 2 under the wrist. Don't touch it. Inch or 2 above the wrist. Don't touch it. Then we bring it up nice and gently, little tap, tap, taps up to our wrist. We do not want orange wrists. It looks awful. It looks very obvious that you have a fake tan. So I like to leave a big chunk of it to kind of gradually go into my hand. I do like the flat part of my fingers, not so much my knuckles, and then the other flat part of my fingers, I don't know, side of my thumb, side of my hand. And then when you're comfortable with that, you guessed it, you pat, pat, pat to set it in. All right, now let's move on to switching the hands. You don't want your hand to be sticky, so I would wait like 30 seconds, let your tan dry before you switch hands. That was a lot more complicated than that needed to be. Okay, let's do the other arm. Now for the face. Option number 1, you can rub-a-dub-dub your solution on your chest, pat, pat, pat up your neck, and then do not get your face. Looks fine. Option 2, rub a dub on your chest and your neck, and then pat, 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 pat on your face. We are going to do option 2 today. I like my face being a little tan. So 1 full pump, and then I like to fold my mitt in half to kind of smush it around. Rub it on your neck, kind of bring it down into your chest. Don't forget your ears. Blending it into the back of the neck, and then with the remainder of the product, you are going to pat, pat, pat all over your face. The grooves of your nose, around your lips. Move your baby hairs out of the way if you need to. You want to make sure it's nice and even. And then you probably should not put it on your eyes, but I do, so up to you if you want to follow in my footsteps, but I bring it right up to my waterline. And then you just want to make sure it's really even. There's not a lot of product on your mitt, so you're going to want to put more on. Please do not do that. I promise you there is plenty, so when you are finished, stop. Okay, cool. Now if you give me a sec, I'm going to do the rest of my body, and then I will be right back. Yes, one crappy transition later, I am back. I am in a loose-fitting long-sleeve t-shirt. I'm a little sticky, so you don't want to wear too tight of clothes. I'm going to wait 2 hours before I rinse off. With the Express Tan, you have anywhere between 1 and 3 hours, depending on the level you want. So I'm doing level 2. Sammy, are you kidding me? How embarrassing. Redeem yourself. Good job. Okay, cool. So I'm going to shower, and I'll be back in 3, 2, 1. Okay, in the shower, do not scrub or use soap. Instead, just rinse using water. You will see your tan go down the drain. You'll get out thinking, oh no, where's my tan? Don't worry, it develops in 8 hours to the color you want. What's that smell? Oh yes, it is you. Don't worry, that will also go away in 24 hours or when you shower next with soap. Last but not least, make sure you moisturize. Moisturization is key to keeping your tan lasting nice and long. Mine lasts about 7 to 10 days, but I will check back with you guys tomorrow to show you the final color.
Okay, so we are back the next day, and this is the color that it developed into. I love it. I have no problem in summer and fall getting tan, and just as fast as I get tan is as fast as I lose my tan. So in winter and spring, I'm very pale, like for myself. So I feel like this level 2 is a very me color. Level 1, I don't know if it would do anything for my skin tone. And level 3 would be like way too dark for the fact that it's February. So I really like this. And as you can tell, we have no weird wrist discoloration. So that's good news. No weird knuckles. I did very lightly on my face. I have no face makeup on right now, so you can kind of see the color. But I feel like it gradually goes into my face, which I think looks more natural. So yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that. So I hope this video was helpful to you in getting a nice winter or summer tan, because sun exposure is so bad for you. But then, like, I don't know what chemicals are in these things, so like, lesser of two evils, I suppose. If you liked this video or found it useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to follow my personal account on Instagram, it is @SammyHendren. So until next time, see ya.